0.14 million viewers, up 172% versus last season's average WNBA cable viewership. Caitlin Clark up 172%. And y'all want to keep running around pretending like this person's the face, that person's the face. How ironic is it? Like the highest 4 or 5 viewed games all season is all involving Caitlin Clark. Respect the handle. Read it and weep. It's only one face. That don't mean there are not good other great players, fantastic players that I love watching. It's only one face. Respectfully. Caitlin Clark absolutely shutting it down. Look at the people. Only the queen can provide those kind of numbers. The face of the league, Jamel Hill. Caitlin is the face of the league. Now you know. Wow. Record WNBA TV game. It's another game where the face of the WNBA, Caitlin Clark, played. No surprise. Okay. Caitlin Clark absolutely shutting down the viewership. Here it says player of the week.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the biggest stories surrounding the WNBA and Caitlin Clark. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Clark Update. Today we have a major story that has basketball fans everywhere talking. New reports surrounding Caitlin Clark's groundbreaking partnership with Nike have ignited intense debate across the basketball world, with many wondering how this deal could reshape not only her career but also the future of the WNBA. Let's get right into it. The conversation reached another level after sports analyst Stephen A. Smith weighed in publicly. For months, fans have debated whether Clark has faced jealousy, extra scrutiny, and resistance because of her unprecedented popularity. Now, with Nike's latest campaign making headlines, those discussions have returned in full force. According to Smith, Caitlin Clark has become much more than an elite basketball player. She has become one of the biggest commercial stars in modern sports, attracting attention that extends far beyond the WNBA. Many people originally believed her reported multi-million-dollar Nike agreement was the biggest part of the story. However, recent developments suggest that the partnership could be even larger than expected. Industry analysts believe Nike is investing in Clark as a long-term global brand, signaling a major shift in how women's basketball stars are marketed. If that trend continues, it could influence endorsement strategies across the entire league.
Led up to this, Indiana Fever players have not been getting the right calls. Players have been getting, might as well say, assaulted on the basketball court, and different various things has been happening. So if you guys have not heard the news, the WNBA made an announcement that the three-point contest, and they listed several people that will be taking part in the three-point contest. And with that being said, Caitlin Clark has declined to take part in it. Now, some people mad, some people ain't. But me, I definitely get why she declined. So Alexa Phillip, who was the one who kind of broke this story about an hour ago, that the three-point contest has been listed. And let's pull it up right now. Alexa Philippou here. Instead of Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu, and Caleb McBride were invited to participate in the three-point contest, but
To understand why this story has generated so much attention, it's important to look at what happened this week. Stephen A. Smith revisited his earlier comments, arguing that the latest Nike campaign reinforces his belief that Clark has become one of the most marketable athletes in sports today. His remarks immediately sparked new discussions among fans, analysts, and media outlets. The excitement intensified when Nike released a cinematic promotional campaign showcasing Caitlin Clark ahead of her upcoming signature shoe launch. Rather than focusing only on basketball, the advertisement highlighted Clark alongside globally recognized celebrities, emphasizing her appeal beyond the sport itself. The campaign featured major entertainment and sports personalities, reinforcing Nike's message that Clark's influence reaches audiences far outside traditional women's basketball fans. That creative direction caught the attention of many viewers. Instead of centering the campaign around WNBA players or former league legends, Nike chose to position Clark within mainstream pop culture. Supporters saw it as evidence of her crossover appeal, while critics argued it reflected the company's broader marketing strategy. Either way, their campaign succeeded in generating enormous conversation and once again placed Caitlin Clark at the center of the sports world.
How do you talk shit about them and then blame Indiana Fever fans, and they come to find out it's not even them?
That's the nasty part. That's the actual real nasty part. Is Chelsea Gray tried to frame it as these are Caitlin Clark Indiana Fever fans. You have been getting them type of messages weeks before other games, you planned out to respond and make a big deal of it after a Fever game because you knew what the optics would be. That's the nasty part.
This is bullshit. And guess what? This all get brought on Caitlin Clark. That's the most bullshit. She has to denounce everything. Like, oh, it's racism in the world. Caitlin Clark, you should say something. Oh, it's this in the world. Caitlin Clark, you should say something. You should fix every problem. Get more black coaches hired, Caitlin Clark. How about you go out there and say how great Adrian Wilson is, Caitlin Clark? How about you? Like, it's getting ridiculous, guys. Like, she can't be to blame for everything. You know why? Because nobody cared about this shit before she came here. So you couldn't blame nobody because nobody was watching. Now they're watching and her fan base come in, and granted, there are going to be some assholes out there.
According to sports commentator Stephen A. Smith, Nike's latest campaign featuring Caitlin Clark sends a powerful message about her growing influence in basketball. He argued that placing Clark alongside globally recognized cultural figures was more than a marketing decision. It reflected Nike's confidence in her as one of the company's most valuable athletes. While that is Smith's interpretation, Nike has not publicly stated that this was the campaign's intended message. Smith suggested that Clark has become a star whose popularity extends far beyond the WNBA itself. Less than 2 seasons into her professional career, she has attracted record television audiences, sold-out arenas, and major corporate partnerships, making her one of the most recognizable names in women's sports. The conversation also turned to the business side of Clark's success. Her endorsement portfolio has drawn significant attention since entering the league, with reports indicating that her long-term Nike agreement is among the most valuable ever signed by a women's basketball player. Analysts have also speculated that her future signature shoe could become a major commercial success, although official revenue projections have not been confirmed by Nike. Clark's rapid rise has naturally sparked debate throughout the basketball world. Some see her endorsement success as a reflection of her extraordinary popularity and marketability, while others believe it highlights the growing commercial opportunities available in women's sports. Regardless of differing opinions, there is little disagreement that her impact reaches far beyond the basketball court. If you're enjoying this coverage, don't forget to *** like this video, subscribe to NBA Spotlight, and turn on notifications *** so you never miss the latest basketball news, analysis, and breaking stories. Your support helps the channel grow, and we truly appreciate every one of you. Now, let's get back to the story.
We are in, I don't even want to say year 3 of the Caitlin Clark experience, because we're really in like year 5 of it. We're in year 3 of the WNBA Caitlin Clark experience. It didn't really become a thing to talk about more broadly until that game with Angel Reese, and then it went farther and farther. But I will say this part. It kind of reached its apex once she reached the WNBA. These 3 years, the conversations are the same, except dumber and worse. Nothing has changed. As somebody who's just kind of not invested in the whole thing, it's really tough to watch. I kind of wanted to get involved in this, and then I did it for a little bit, and I was like, man, y'all can have this.
I would argue that it hasn't not moved. I would argue that it's intensified because now you've got the federal government getting involved